Things aren't looking too good for you, Mal. A huge betrayal is on its way, and Uma was probably right. Someone you put your trust in doesn't want you becoming the Queen of Auradon. So hold on to your crown while you still can, because a great evil is coming for it. But if Hades is really your dad, you're literally the strongest VK in Disney history. So we're sure you'll figure it all out. It's official, guys. Disney's Descendants is hitting the small screen on August 2nd. If you're as excited as we are, you might have missed some key moments in the new Descendants 3 trailer. But don't worry, we've got you covered. If there's one thing we couldn't help but notice, it's Mal's hair. And no, we're not talking about how awesome it looks. We're talking about its mysterious color change. When we first see Mal in the trailer, her hair is as purple as Barney himself. But once she meets Hades, it starts turning blue. We see it transforming when Ben announces,
Maleficent's scepter and the Queen's crown have been stolen.
And by the time Mal is leaning over Audrey's sleeping body, it's as blue as Evie's. This sudden transformation has to account for something, right? Another thing we noticed is that Mal and Uma seem to be on better terms throughout the trailer. During the new trailer, we hear Mal telling Uma that people's lives are in danger.
This is a job for pirates.
This is a job for pirates. But what exactly is she referring to? The only job a pirate really has is locating lost treasure or sailing across the sea. And seeing as Mal is still on the Isle, she may need a ride back to Auradon. Either way, the trailer gives us hope that Mal and Uma will bury the hatchet. The trailer is loaded with clues. Unfortunately, they flash before our eyes so quickly that it's easy to miss them. One thing we didn't miss is Audrey's crime and motive. When Ben proposes to Mal, Audrey shrieks so loudly she shocks the entire crowd. If you pay close attention to her hands, you'll see that she has pink nails and plenty of rings. And later on, we see this exact hand reaching out for the stolen crown. It's clear that if Audrey can't be Queen of Auradon, nobody can, least of all Mal. We were seriously rooting for Celia Facilier, but no one was rooting for her as much as Mal. After all, she allegedly chose Celia to be her VK recruit. But in this new trailer, we see Celia throw Hades' ember into a bucket of water. The ember goes up in smoke and Mal cries out in protest. Even Uma looks a little surprised by Celia's actions. Right after this, we see Celia laughing evilly with her tarot cards in hand. Does this mean that Celia doesn't want Mal to rescue her friends? It sure looks that way. During the end of the trailer, we see Hades blasting his ember at the VKs. Evie and Mal don't get hit by the blast, but Ben, Carlos, and Jay are thrown back by it. Could the ember have placed a curse on them? This could explain why we later see Ben turning into a beast once Celia destroys the ember. Did Ben's instant anger cause him to transform into the worst version of himself? Who knew that turning into a beast could be genetic?
You like it?
We know that Ben likes to give Mal gifts. He gave her a purple scooter in Descendants 2, and now it looks like he's taken things a step further. Not only do we see King Ben proposing to Mal at the beginning of the trailer, but we also see the VKs driving around in a purple limousine. If you look at the license plate, you'll see Mal's name strewn across it. Looks like riding into the Isle of the Lost with a personalized limo was a bad decision. Thanks to the trailer, we now know that someone used Maleficent's scepter to cast a curse while at Auradon. We actually see the curse being cast, but it's hard to recognize who the culprit is due to them wearing a black lace overcoat. Still, we have reason to believe that it's Audrey. And it looks like Audrey cast the spell from her Auradon Prep private balcony. On a side note, it looks like Carlos's girlfriend Jane is going to play a major role in the third Descendants film. This makes sense considering her very own mother gets turned to stone. We see Jane slowly submerging herself into the Enchanted Lake. Is Jane looking for a possible cure? The Enchanted Lake did get rid of Ben's love spell, so maybe something in the lake can put an end to Auradon's new stone people population. We also notice that Auradon isn't the only society that's under attack. It looks like the VKs are being targeted as well. When Mal tells Uma that people's lives are in danger, we see the VKs from the Isle of the Lost backing away with terrified expressions on their faces. It's clear that they had no idea that Hades was going to attack the King of Auradon and his friends. But the most shocking clue of all is that Mal is going to do something awful to win the war. At the end of the trailer, we see a dark cloud of purple magic smoke enveloping Mal's body. Her eyes turn green and she transforms into her dragon self. She spits fire at a building, and this is when we hear Mal screaming, "I had no choice!" Mal obviously feels responsible for her friends turning to stone, but what did she do exactly? Did you guys notice anything we missed? Sound off in the comment section below and leave a crown emoji in the comments if you're counting down the days to August 2nd. Thanks for watching The Things. Give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you soon.